Remember when we used to just run it because stopping and starting it was a huge pain in the ass?
Yep. Now we figured out it's there's a good reason to stop it.
Yeah. Oh, there's some. What is the thing that we're live? It'll be thing.
Oh, I better start an audio recording.
That would help.
Uh-huh. Yeah, sure would. It's always better when I have an audio recording of the show. Because it's time consuming to take down a audio recording of the show from the internet. Record. Check 1, 2. All right. We're good?
I think so.
And we're back in the B block here on the Media Virus Podcast. You can reach us at 1-646-VIRUS-01. The phones are open if you want to call in. And we're going to get into some more news. Pardon me. White House has banned a trans activist for a topless photo at a Pride event. Rose Montoya, a trans model and activist, said she was living her truth and wasn't trying to be vulgar or profane. The White House said the transgender model would be banned from future events due to photos and videos that show her topless on the South Lawn during an LGBTQ Pride Month celebration on Saturday.
Hang on. It wasn't just an LG or a LGBTQ plus event. It was the largest LGBTQ Pride Month event that's ever happened at the White House. And they think in history. But
possibly.
Well, I got pissed off before the White House reaction, because if you're going to live your life as a woman,
right,
then you need to have the decorum of a woman. Yes, being topless might be legal in Washington, D.C., but you are at the White House.
Yeah, you respect the venue.
Right. You're at the White House. And yes, I mean, one of her defenses or statements was that there were trans men showing their scars. Well, they're living their life as men, and they're showing someone a scar. Like, men exchange scars all the time.
Right. But I would.
But I also didn't see those men on TikTok bragging about.
And I would go back to our point about respecting the venue. Again, at the White House, man or woman, it's not appropriate to whip your shirt off and flash your nipples around.
Right. I am not a person to get upset about seeing titties.
No, nor am I.
I don't care, and I don't care.
Well, but see but they banned her. But see the two guys next to her. I mean, that's not the White House. That wasn't the White House or wherever she was doing that. But
okay, so that's not the White House. Then what are we?
No, I thought it was. I had to look closer, and put away the lotion. And
I mean, she's attractive.
What I was getting at is, well, were there any men that were topless at the
Yeah,
White House?
There were trans men who bared their chest to
according to her.
According to her.
Allegedly, we don't know that actually happened.
That's where they get the argument is that, well, if guys can do it, or trans men can do it, then why can't trans women? That's always been the argument for
right. But
why can't.
Hang on. I actually do have. Can I back that up? Yes. Okay. Hang on. We do actually have images that we can. Where did it go? Bear with me. Oh, okay, here we go. So get my screen share going, and here we are. So, are you guys with me?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think we can play from here. I'll even unmute the audio so we can hear what's going on.
In any way.
It's just
Okay, so there was a trend.
Yeah.
points surrounding
Okay.
Pride Month. Target complaining about its Pride Month.
Of trying
That's a different story. We're
to
talking.
anger or be profane in any way.
It's just the latest flash.
I feel like there's a big difference. Listen, if we're swapping, we're swapping.
Right.
You know what I mean? Man can. There's a little bit less. It's a little bit less of a decorum violation for a man to go topless than it is for a woman to go topless.
It is, but it's not appropriate for anybody to have their shirt off on the south lawn of the White House.
That's unless we're playing like touch football with
Shirts and skins.
right. I mean, if that was the case, that'd be a different story.
Okay.
You know, she would definitely be on the skins team.
Well, yeah.
I mean, what my display keeps going all screwy.
I don't know, but like, what if you have to take a hike from her? You know, then things get weird.
I mean, you just hold her balls out of the way. I mean,
like that's you take a hike from a guy anyway.
yeah. I mean, my guess is she'd be wearing a cup just the same. Just have to be careful of her balls, like anybody else.
That's right.
We do have there was a quote from the White House spokesweasel. This behavior is inappropriate and disrespectful for any event at the White House.
But did the trans men get banned too?
I don't know, but I feel like they should have, because again, like I said, I don't feel like it's appropriate to take your shirt off at the White House.
Yeah, man or woman.
I feel like that's kind of a formal event. You know, you leave your shirt on. It is not reflective of the event that we hosted to celebrate LGBTQI plus families or the other hundreds of guests who were in attendance, the White House spokesman said. Individuals in the video will not be invited. Okay, so I think the trans men
maybe the other guys
were
did
also
too.
included, because it said the individuals, plural,
Mm.
in the video will not be invited to future events.
Hmm.
Montoya, who was not immediately available to speak with NBC News, addressed the backlash in a video on Instagram. She says, conservatives are trying to use the video of me topless at the White House to try to call the community groomers, etc. And I would just like to say that, first of all, going topless in Washington, D.C. is legal, and I fully support the movement in freeing the nipple, because why is my chest now deemed inappropriate or illegal when I show it off? However, before coming out as a trans, it was not.
Because you didn't have big titties on your chest.
Here's my question. So, like, topless, no, but what if they were like painted like the American flag? Would that be okay? You know, body painted like the American flag?
I mean, again, we're at the White House, Pete. I mean, that's okay when you're at the Playboy Mansion, not so much at the White House.
It's okay at baseball games, and that's America's pastime.
Yeah, but it's still not the White House.
That's-
It's just a ball field.
I get it.
Okay. All right. I've had enough of Pete.
Yeah, enough of me.
I've had enough of Pete. Move on with the show. All righty. So, Not Dead Yet is where we come up next. In a remarkable story out of Ecuador, a woman has been found alive inside a coffin after being mistakenly declared dead.
I mean, was it mistaken or was it an act of God?
Well, you know.
No.
I'm not going to kick this one to Pete. I'm just going to go for it. In a stunning turn of events, a woman in Ecuador has defied all odds. Just when everyone thought she had passed away, she was discovered alive inside a coffin at her own funeral. The woman whose
Hey!
the woman whose identity is yet to be
The
revealed
fuck?
had been mistakenly pronounced dead by medical professionals. According to local reports, the woman was involved in a serious car accident and was rushed to the hospital. Unfortunately, doctors misdiagnosed her condition.
You think?
It's just a misdiagnosis.
And mistakenly declared her deceased. Her body was then transferred to a funeral home for burial preparations. However, a miraculous twist of fate occurred during the funeral services. Family members noticed movement inside the coffin and immediately alerted authorities. Funeral attendees were astonished when the woman emerged from the casket alive and breathing.
I heard her son demanded.
I'm not dead yet.
I heard the son demanded the embalming fee back.
I can't imagine he didn't. I mean,
Didn't people do an autopsy? Did you make sure she was dead? The hell?
it was both.
Did
a
somebody
moment
whack
of
her on the
shock
head
and
with like a
joy.
coconut or something?
Medical professionals quickly examined the woman and determined that she was indeed alive.
So wait a minute.
Sounds like it was the same guys who said she was
Because
dead.
it was such
before.
a big question.
So wait a minute. You're telling me that after she knocked on the coffin door,
And they
They
opened
opened
and
it,
she sits up and like,
and she
hey,
sat
I'm
up.
not dead. They had her checked out to make sure she was alive.
doctors came and said, "Oh wait, she's not dead."
Right. It's Ecuador, man. What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
Authorities have launched an investigation into the incident to determine how such a grave mistake has occurred. Medical personnel involved in the will face scrutiny as questions are raised about the accuracy of their diagnosis.
First one or the second one?
Well, I mean, at this point, you have to question both, right?
I suppose.
Okay, Jose, the body on the on the left is dead. The person on the right is alive. Got that?
Wow. Shocking. The astonishing event has left the local community and country in disbelief. The woman's survival against all odds has sparked a mixture of emotions ranging from relief to anger. Truly an amazing story coming out of Ecuador. I'm going to have Pete continue to follow this story so that we can keep
We're gonna
everybody updated.
follow the story to what? Till she's dead? What's more to know? They put her in a box, and she wasn't dead.
I just don't.
I'm glad.
understand that.
I'm glad that she was. I bet that she's super glad that they don't have cremation, or they didn't decide to go with cremation.
This actually used to happen a lot.
That's why they used to put the bells in. They used to put like
Yeah.
an air tube and a bell, in case they buried you before you were dead.
Ding, 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 ding. Oh.
Which was weird because they bury it, kind of they bury it quickly out of fear that,
Yeah, they don't want the diseases to spread.
yeah,
Nobody wants to hang around you too often or for too
No.
long.
they start to smell real.
So, they tie a string to your toe and the other end of a bell and drop you in the hole, and that's it.
Well, did they give you like a course on that in school back then? So, let's say you're feeling.
What do you do if you're buried alive?
What do you do if you're buried? Yeah, when you wake up, don't freak out.
Well,
Wiggle your toe.
well, no, you're supposed to freak. That's the whole idea of tying the
Right.
tying the string to you. You freak out and the bell rings.
But I feel like there had to be some sort of precursor to that, like some sort of hey, just in case this, we think you died and you didn't, you might want to wake up inside a pine box, 6
So-
feet underground.
What?
I wonder how many widows went up and cut the string. You know what I mean?
See, what I wonder is Was this because people would wake up right as you were burying them, or is this a you know, did they dig people up and find out they tried to claw their way back out of a coffin?
There was evidence of them like there were a couple instances where people
Yeah.
like they dug people up and there was evidence of them trying to.
Whoops.
Oh fuck. Bummer guy. Damn. My
Sorry,
bad.
Bob.
My bad. What's the next news story on deck here?
It's fucking A, Bill Murray, right?
Bill Murray. Now
Celebrity news.
that's
Legendary actor and comedian Bill Murray is making headlines once again. The 72-year-old star has reportedly found love with singer and chef Kellis,
chef.
who rose to fame. I think that's AI taking some liberties.
Let's go.
Who rose to fame with her hit single Milkshake, according to reports. The unlikely couple, with an age difference of 29 years, have been quietly dating. Bill Murray, known for his iconic roles in movies like Ghostbusters and Groundhog Day, has always been a private figure when it comes to his personal life. However, rumors of his romance with Kellis have been circulating in recent weeks. Kellis now.
It's funny how when like Cher has, you find out Cher has like a 38-year-old boyfriend. Everybody's like, that's fucking weird. Bill Murray, he's dating some,
Yeah.
He's dating some younger chick, and everyone's like, yeah, go Bill.
Yeah, I my wife's 20 years older than I am, so I get the Cher thing.
Oh yeah. Oh, what I forgot.
Yeah, I mean, when you don't think about it, I'm not famous, so it's not important.
Well, I was just making the,
Yeah.
the general.
Kellis, now 43, gained international recognition with her chart-topping song Milkshake back in 2003. Since then, she's become an accomplished chef, releasing her own cookbook and hosting cooking shows. Murray and Kellis reportedly bonded over their shared passion for music, food, and the arts. While representatives for both Murray and Kellis have declined to comment on the relationship, sources close to the couple claim that they are genuinely smitten with each other. Fans of both celebrities have taken to social media expressing surprise and delight at the unexpected pairing. Despite the significant age difference, Murray and Kellis serve as a reminder that love knows no boundaries. Their romance has sparked conversations about age, compatibility, and the power of shared interests. As the news continues to circulate, many are wondering if we will see this couple make their public debut anytime soon.
You think Bill Murray's house is really like the house in Zombieland?
Maybe.
I would I would hope so. Like I would hope that was really Bill Murray's house. Because I think Bill Murray's still got some cash.
Yeah.
No.
Bill's doing okay. He gets around. He's actually in London to shoot the new upcoming Ghostbusters sequel. That's coming out, and
Another one?
they said that that this relationship seems to be predicated on the fact that they were both lost their most recent partners. I don't know if they were both married or not, but they've both lost partners to death recently, so they're kind of bonding over that as well.
How old was Bill Murray's last girlfriend?
I don't know offhand.
I was gonna say, like, what was one, like, was he lost his to natural causes? She lost hers to what? Gang violence or something?
No, cancer.
Ooh,
Her,
okay.
where was it?
Damn, Pete. Does that foot fit in your mouth or
It tastes
does your
great.
foot taste?
It
The
tastes
only one
wonderful.
that hasn't eaten their foot in this block is Mike.
The unlikely couple reportedly met in the U.S. and bonded over their late spouses. Kellis' second husband, Mike Mora, died of stomach cancer in March of 2022, while Murray's estranged wife and costume designer, Jennifer Butler, died in 2021. Murray is the father of 6 sons: Homer, 41, Luke, 38, with his first wife Margaret Kelly, and Caleb 30, Jackson 27, Cooper 26, and Lincoln 19 with that Jennifer Butler.
Fascinating.
Kellis shares her son Knight 13 with her ex-husband Nas, and as well as her Shepherd 8 and daughter Galilee 2 with Mara. So I mean,
How many kids does she have?
she's got 3. Knight with her ex-husband Nas, and then a son Shepherd who's 8, and a daughter Galilee. It's 2 with that Mike.
Okay,
Mormon.
Shepherd, who is 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's got 3 kids, 2 sons and a daughter.
Well, good for them. I hope they, it's special when 2 people find,
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Predicated on less than or more than,
Being the same age, which
Yeah.
is really a stupid reason to hang out with somebody.
I mean, it kind of is. I mean, my wife is significantly.
I mean, sometimes it helps. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah. I mean, the references.
yeah,
I make a lot of references that go like right over her head. And I think you're still of a generation, and but you're still of a generation where we were kind of stuck with reruns
yeah, we had
of
we had all
old
the-
shows.
Yeah.
So we kind of knew all
Yeah,
the
there's
same,
some
all the
crossover.
same. There was a lot. Yeah, there was a lot of a lot of blending. You knew a lot of stuff because you watched the same show. You maybe didn't watch it the same year, but you watched the same show. So the reference, works.
Gilligan and Fred Sanford and
Exactly.
Wally and the Beeve.
I'm coming
Dirtiest thing.
home.
The dirtiest thing ever said on television. Ward, don't you think you were a little hard on the Beaver last night?
That's right. Dirtiest thing ever said on television up until the year 1999, probably. So what are we getting into next?
A killer diller list of 1940s slang. Have you heard any of these terms? Let's see what we've got. All right, so here's our list.
All right.
If you were going to get yourself an Abel Grable, Pete could probably use an Abel Grable right about now.
Abel Grable.
Abel Grable.
I'm gonna. Okay, I'm not familiar with this one. Like I said, I perused the article, but I did not. But I would say
I have the list. I have the list up in front of me.
Well, I would say, and I'm the only one playing the game. An Abel Grable is a cane.
No, an Abel Grable is a girl with low morals.
Oh, that's even better than a cane.
Yeah.
I'm sure Pete could get a lot more use out of that. Or actually not. How is, can you,
I prefer a disabled Grable.
can you,
They're easier to catch.
That's no morals.
how are, like the pubic thrusts on your,
Do not say that when I have liquid in my mouth. What?
I'm not trying to be, but
I
like,
almost sprayed the microphone.
I mean, I know I have sometimes, hey, listen, man, sometimes I will be in the middle of a very, very nice session. Everyone's having a lovely time. And something will happen in my back. I'll get the pinch. And as soon as I get the pinch, everything goes away. It just goes away. And it sucks. It's from, something in my back causing it. So I was just, maybe, a woman of loose morals wouldn't be the best thing for you if you're not able to thrust your pelvis. So how are the pelvic thrusts? Answer the fucking question.
How are the pelvic thrusts? Very careful these days.
There you go. So
I mean,
that
think about it.
my point's made. That's all I'm going to say about it. I made my point. That was the point I was making. He might,
Ah,
he did a lot more use out of a cane than an Abel
Yeah.
Gordon. What's the
uh-huh.
next one, Mike?
Well, chances are he's not going to be an anchor clanker anytime too soon.
An anchor clanker. Would that be
Slang for a sailor.
an anchor clanker is a slang for a sailor?
It's a sailor, an anchor clanker.
It's not a. That's not very good. I don't know why that would take any kind of popularity. What's the next one?
The phrase "above my pay grade." I still use this one. Don't talk to me about that. I don't know. Sort of that's above my pay
That
grade.
came from the 40s, above my pay grade.
Yep.
And it's still used in cop movies and TV shows today.
Yeah, and it's a military thing because it's the military where they actually talk about pay grades.
Oh, okay.
So that
I would
wouldn't
imagine there'd be a lot of military slang from the 1940s.
yeah,
Yeah.
with the conscription and the wars and stuff. Bird is a girl, we know that one. Bobby Sox Brigade.
He's got the Bobby Sox Brigade over here. He's always,
All the young jitterbuggers.
What'd you say?
The Bobby Sox Brigade, young jitterbugs. People who the youngins at the dance.
I thought you said something else. Well, go ahead.
Cheaters were what they called sunglasses. I call my cheaters my
Reading.
bifocal glasses.
Yeah,
But
now cheaters are readers.
they were sunglasses back then, I guess, so you could look
you could-
around and not have people notice what you're looking
Right,
at.
so you could check out chicks' asses.
Chucklehead is an unintelligent person. That comes from the 40s, apparently.
Hey, you chucklehead. Yeah.
Hey, that chucklehead doesn't even have no clams.
Clams.
Clams, money.
Yeah. Oh, is that on your list?
Yep.
Clams.
Oh man, that girl clobbered me. I was clobbered.
A heavy sexual encounter.
To have a crush, yeah.
Oh,
You're cooking with helium.
yeah. You got your head in the clouds, like you're.
That means you dance really fast and well.
Wow, you're cooking with helium, then. We're cutting a rug. You're 23 skidoo. See?
And apparently, an exclamation of surprise back in the 40s was Christopher Columbus.
Christopher Columbus.
Christopher Columbus.
Great Caesar's ghost.
But only a crumb would say that.
He's a crumb bum. See?
Yeah, he's a jerk. He's no fun.
He's square.
And Maddie already brought up cutting a rug. It's to dance.
Hey, you're cutting a rug when you're cooking with helium. See?
Yeah, you're not a dead hooper.
A dead hooper is a person that can't dance.
That is correct.
I read the article.
Because the rest of us, we were digging the jive.
Digging the jive is the music,
And we were dancing, yeah.
right?
Jive.
Which came a
We were-
jive later transformed into someone who was bullshitting you.
And I'm
Jiving
gonna
me?
I'm gonna drop two of them into a sentence here right now. Hey, don't go into a decline over that dish, man.
Don't get upset about that girl.
Yes, don't get depressed about that cute girl.
All right. Oh, hey, man. What is it? Don't get.
Depressed. Oh, it's don't go into a decline.
Don't go into a decline, man. About that burn dish.
That would be dopey,
Bird. That would be dopey, man.
not smart. Or a drip, a boring person.
Yeah.
Your duds are your clothes. Flip your wig comes from the 40s. I actually kind of like that one.
Don't flip your wig, man.
Yeah, that
Did they have beatniks in the 40s?
no beat didn't really happen until the 50s.
So they didn't really have people talking like this, man.
No. They were a little
More like this, she.
Yeah, they're a little more straightforward.
A little more straightforward, a little bit. Right, it's cutting rugs and heliums and cooking And don't be a drip or a
And
cow
leave that,
fucker.
leave that Floy out there. Nonsense.
That's your bullshit.
Nonsense. Yeah. Hey man, after we finish digging the jive, we should go get some goo and the moo.
Goo in the moo.
I
All right,
thought
so
some of
it's
the slang we had these days was bad.
goo in the moo. Goo in the moo is a milkshake.
No, that's pancakes, syrup, and milk.
What, you put milk on the pancakes or
No, I think you just get a side of milk with it.
a side of milk?
Yeah. It's a real humdinger.
Dude, how boring were the fucking 40s that they came up with a slang term for pancakes and a glass of milk? The fuck?
Oh, you're right.
Let's go down to Go with the Moon. We'll cook some helium.
Have you seen some of the stuff on Wikipedia
Hey man,
or
I'm
Urban Dictionary, mind you?
I'm gonna take my jalopy out and go fishing.
Now, a jalopy is a piece of shit car.
At your car, right?
I've had, well, is it your car? Is it a car or a decrepit automobile?
Oh, I mean, it technically would lean towards a crappy car, but jalopy would definitely your car all the way around, but usually meaning a car of lesser quality.
Because Oscar the Grouch used to drive a car called the Sloppy Jalopy.
Right.
That's right.
And going fishing would be looking for a date.
Oh, I thought it was legitimately going fishing.
No, apparently not. They also have words like jiffy that meant quick. Jits meaning
I heard Jiffy is actually a unit of measurement.
it is. Yeah, they have come up with bits. There is a unit of time known as a jiffy. I forget what exactly it is. It's a very tiny measurement of time, though.
It's like a tenth of a second. I'm not.
Jits meant to jitterbug.
Hey, you want to go jits? I'll jits on your helium.
Swing music was referred to as jive. Hey man, I'm gonna go down and check out the jive. That would be the swing music. Keister, meaning your butt. Hey, you might have known a girl. She could have been khaki wacky.
She was looking for cock.
Yeah, boy crazy.
See that girl? She's khaki wacky. See, she'll take it right in the keister.
She thinks that dick is killer diller.
She likes that killer diller dick. She likes it right in the keister. She's a khaki wacky. She's a khaki wacky, I tell you.
Oh God. Oh, killer diller dick. That's gonna be a bumper. Knocking it out would be to dance in an amazing fashion. Copacetic meaning fine and okay. Hey man, you're a lamb. You're a lamb. Nice person. Pete really laid an egg, didn't he? He laid an egg.
You farted.
Nah, he was boring.
Ah. Because I was going to try and blame that on Pete if you heard it.
Hey man, did you hear that dude with the licorice stick laying down the jive?
All right, so the licorice stick would be the microphone cord.
No, that's a clarinet.
Ah.
And the jive would be swing music.
Again, how boring is the fucking 40s?
I don't think they play clarinets in
Wait a
swing.
minute,
music.
They do.
you want to hear swing music here? What it fucking sounds like.
Your mitts would be your hands.
I was doing that with my mitts, see?
Hey man,
Listen, mitts. Listen, let me tell you about that khaki wacky. She takes mitts right in the keister. You want to put your mitts? You want to put your mitts in a keister? You could just put your mitts in and out of a keister. That khaki wacky. She loves the killer dilla dick.
but she's off the cob, baby. She's off the cob.
She slobs the cob.
No, she's off the cob. I mean, she's corny and goofy.
Oh, corny. Off the cob.
Not like me. I'm on the beam. I'm cool. I'm A1.
Cool.
Got these peepers, man. These awesome.
Peepers, jeepers, creepers. Where'd you get those peepers?
And I got pegs for days. Go all the way up and make an ass of themselves.
He gets pegged for days in the keister.
No, pegs are legs.
Pegged in the keister. Pegs go to the keister.
He's a real rug cutter.
He's a good dancer.
I smacked her right on her rusty dusty.
Her rusty dusty would be her keister,
Her butt. Yep.
where she takes her mitts. You take her mitt, and stuff it up there. Take a mitt, stuff it up there, rusty dusty, because killer dilla, tacky wacky.
That's
They like things that rhyme.
wow. They had a lot of slang for. There must have been sailors everywhere. There's squiddy,
Well, if it's New York,
swabby.
Philadelphia, they're all ports.
Well, I guess we'll just take a powder.
That's take a shit.
No, that's get lost. Lay off of this. Wasn't as interesting as I thought it was going to be.
It was halfway entertaining for me. I enjoyed it. Is that all we got for the B block, though?
Well, let me see if I'm popping over to what was another list here. Oh, okay. So there's some better stuff over here. Like you could pass the armored heifer.
Armored heifer.
Armored heifer.
Armored heifer.
Yeah. Canned milk.
What?
Yeah. It was a thing in the 40s. I mean, you can still get it, but yeah.
Hey, give me that armored heifer. I'm gonna stick it right there. Duster Buster. Was it?
Rusty Dusty.
I'm gonna take
Rusty
my
Dusty.
mutts, take my mitts, and I'll put that crusty dusty up your keister.
Hey, come on, hop in the bathtub. Let's go. Motorcycle sidecar. Called them bathtubs. Jump in the bathtub. Now, to cook with gas means you're doing it right. Flap your lips is talk. Flip your wig. Gammon. Man, she was gammon. Showing off.
Showing her legs. Showing him gams.
GI, meaning government issue. Gone. If you were gone, you knew shit. You were knowledgeable.
Oh man, that guy's gone. He knows how to take it in the keister.
Yeah, but the guy over there, he's hairy, man. He's hairy.
That's just me.
Old and outdated.
That is me. I'm hairy, man. I'm
hen
hairy.
fruit.
What?
Hen fruit.
Hen fruit eggs.
Yep.
Yeah.
A hip cat or kitten, or a cool cat or kitten would be a hip person. So, if you were really smooth, you would walk up to a chick and say, "Hey, sugar, are you rationed?" And this was a big pickup line in the 40s.
Are you ration?
Yeah, it means are you
Yes, because of ration stamps.
right? You basically, are you rationed? You're saying she's sweet, like sugar.
Okay.
And are you rationed? Kind of alluding to, are you going steady with somebody already?
Huh.
Hit the silk would mean to bail out using a parachute. Let's see. Motorized freckles. Slang for insects, bugs.
That's a motorized freckles. Say they're all over his face.
Got motorized freckles, man.
I don't believe any of this shit. This is like one dude's grandmom.
Yeah, I mean, some of it comes together, but in cahoots comes from the 40s, apparently. Snap your cap means to get angry.
Don't snap your cap. See, you don't flip your lid.
I don't know how
So a sexually promiscuous
get
boy would
final.
be referred to as being on active
to go
duty.
find all the other ones.
Who the fuck you talking to?
Oh, sorry. I thought you guys couldn't hear me.
No,
You gotta
Turn
turn
down
it
my
down all the way.
microphone.
All the way.
I
down.
did. I turned it all the way down.
Oh, it still came through. It's weird.
You can still hear me now?
yeah.
Amazing. That's these cheap soundboards that you turn it all the way down and it doesn't turn it
Not quite
all the way down.
I guess not.
Huh.
I guess I learned my
Sorry.
lesson. But answer the question. Who are you talking to?
Oh, I'm talking to my friend's mom.
Yeah.
She just got out of the hospital. They had to put in a cardiac. What?
I'm going to get a heart pump.
Yes, she's going to get a heart pump, but she had to get a. What did you get? You got a.
I have a defibrillator, but I've had that. I went in.
Defibrillator.
They worked me up for a pump. So I got to take an IV.
That's what she got. She got the cardio IV for the medication to help her heart take a little strain off her heart. So I'm her chaperone this week, sort of,
Oh,
I guess.
So I guess that's all for this block, fellas.
yeah, that's it. Let's close this one out and take a break because I got to stand up.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here on the B block of the Media Virus podcast.
All right, guys, back.
Back with the C block momentarily. In the meantime, you can reach us at 1-646-VIRUS-01. That's 1-646-VIRUS-01. When we're live, we'll take your call. When we're not, we'll get your message and we'll talk about that later when we are on the air. So either way, you'll likely get on the show. So give us a call, 1-646-VIRUS-01. We'll be back right after this with Just the Tips, number 45, and some real talk with the boys. And if you're particularly lucky, you may get a visit from Stanley McFadden, our BBC correspondent. Back after this.
I'm jerking them all. I jerk off all of them.